You might be rolling your eyes right now, but I swear. So I just have my phone here and I'm gonna go through it. If I open my phone and I see this, I'm reminded that I'm supposed to be working. I have a bad habit of being on Instagram too long. Hi, my name is Eileen and I talk all about working from home, entrepreneurship, and just side hustles for regular people. You don't have to be a born entrepreneur to make money on the side or to start a home business or an online business. I truly believe that the internet has made it so easy for everyone, and if you know what you're doing, you can make money from home. And I'm here to show you all the different ways and tips that I have for making money from home as someone who has been doing it for over a decade. Today I just want to kind of go over some of my favorite apps that I use on my phone as an entrepreneur. I know I love seeing what other entrepreneurs are using, what kind of tools and resources and apps they're using, so I thought I would share that with you today. So I just have my phone here and I'm going to go through it and we're going to talk about the different apps that I have on here. So the first app I want to talk about is called Toggl, and it's a time tracking app. So if you're a freelancer or actually any kind of entrepreneur and you want to track your time, it's a great way to do that. You can do it on your computer and your phone and it all syncs so that you can see how much time you're spending. It will help you invoice clients if you need to invoice clients on an hourly basis or anything like that. But it also really helps you to see how you're spending your time. So even if you're not in a position where you're charging people hourly, it's really nice to see what you're spending time on in your business to make sure that you're spending time on the right stuff. All right, so when you open up the Toggl map or app, it will show you everything that you've been working on. But what you can do is you can click the little play button and you can type in what you're going to be doing. So I'm going to say film, YouTube, video. And then it already has the timer starting for you, and then you can file it under different projects or whatever you need to do, different tags. You can change the start date if it's something that you started previously in your and the start time in case it's something that you started maybe 10 minutes ago and you forgot to start it. And then you can just click OK, and then it will start tracking your time. And you can click stop, and then you can just kind of see in your graphs what you've been doing. All right, so I opened up September and you can see I worked a total of 50 hours. I don't track that well. I'm not very good at remembering it, but I do sometimes. And you can see a lot of my time was spent freelance writing on Fiverr, which is where I make some of my income, Pinterest services, content for my own blog, stuff like that. So it's a really great way to just kind of track your time and make sure you're spending your time doing things you're supposed to. All right, the next app is Dropbox, and I have been using this for years. I think I pay like $120 a year. I think it's $15 a month if you pay monthly, but I save all of my files to Dropbox so that I can access them from my phone whenever I need to, and it just keeps everything organized and backed up, and it makes me just feel more comfortable. Just in case I lose my computer or it dies or something like that, I have everything backed up in there, and it just keeps me organized. The next one is Later, and Later is an app where you can schedule your social media. So I use it to schedule Instagram posts. I have a bad habit of being on Instagram too long, so I try not to be on there as much. So it's something that I've been using more recently to try to plan my Instagram posts a couple of weeks ahead of time by doing it on my computer and having all of that ready so that I don't just like sit on Instagram and then post randomly. I can have strategic content that I can post regularly and then also add in like more personal posts as needed. So we're gonna open up the Later app and you can see you can have a schedule. I don't have a lot of things on my schedule. Here's older posts. And you can see it's a carousel post, so there's a bunch of different graphics and then my whole post. And what happens is it can post automatically for you, I believe. But what I do is I upload all my media. So any pictures that I have, any like graphics that I've made or anything like that, and I upload it all to there. So I have everything. If you're like me and you have a billion photos on your phone, sometimes it can be hard to find what you need. So if you're making graphics on Canva, or if you have specific pictures that you know you want to post on social media, you can just upload them to Later so that you have access to that without having to search your phone. And then what you do is you just click on an item, you can click Create Post, and then it will ask you which profile you want to use. And then you can just type in your caption, schedule it, and you're good to go. The next app is called Flora, and if you have problems focusing, then this might be helpful to you. So this app will help you focus for a certain number or amount of time. So what you do is you pick your duration, and I usually do like 25-30 minutes, and then I click start, and it will start this timer, and it will grow this little plant into a tree. And what happens is if you exit out of the screen, then your tree dies and your tree doesn't grow. And it sounds so silly and so simple, but it's one of those things where like if I open my phone and I see this, I'm reminded that I'm supposed to be working and I committed myself to working for that 25 or 30 minutes, and I'll go back to work instead of getting on Instagram or my email and spending 5 or 10 minutes scrolling. The next ones are PayPal and Stripe. I don't necessarily need to show these to you because they're not all that exciting, but they're just good apps to have if you're getting payments in PayPal or payments in Stripe, so that you can see the payments that are coming in. And to me, it's just, you don't need to see these notifications of payments coming in, but for me, it's motivation throughout my day. If I see that I got a sale and I'm working, it just motivates me and kind of pumps me up for the day and helps me to just be more motivated to work. So you can also go in there just to look at your sales and stuff if that's something that you want to do. Another app that I recommend if you are a freelancer or an aspiring freelancer is Fiverr. I talk about this all the time. I actually have a course called Fiverr Kickstart that helps you start to get orders on Fiverr. But I love Fiverr because I freelance write and also manage Pinterest accounts, and this is an easy way for me to get clients without having to go and cold pitch people or find people. They just kind of come to me. So I love Fiverr for that, but the app helps me out because I can communicate with buyers when I get a message. I can immediately message them back, and a lot of times this gets me a sale because if I wait till the next time I'm on the computer, they might have moved on to someone else. So I like getting notifications from the Fiverr app letting me know if there's a message so I can quickly answer their questions and get a sale. It also reminds me if I have an order due soon or anything like that. So let's go into the Fiverr app. So when you first log into the app, you can see your seller level and all these things. You can see what you're earning for the month, what your active orders look like. That's all great. But what really helps me is when you click the middle button, is you can see what your orders or what orders are due in the next 24 hours, next 2 to 5 days, and next 5 days or more, just so you can kind of prioritize your orders and make sure that you're getting them done on time. You can also check messages from buyers, and you just get notifications when you get new sales and when you get messages, which is super helpful. Like I said, I do have a course called Fiverr Kickstart, which will help you kind of set up your profile and your gigs to start getting orders if that's something that you're interested in. I will link to that down below and you can check it out. Google Drive is another one that's really great. I do a lot of my article writing and my YouTube planning and stuff in Google Drive in Google Docs and spreadsheets. So having Google Drive on your phone is great because you can look up all your documents and stuff that you have on there. Of course, if you're following me because you're a reseller, you want to have all the reselling apps. I have eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari all on my phone. If you are selling on all those platforms, you should definitely have them on your phone too so that you can answer questions quickly, see what your sales are. And most of the reselling apps actually let you list from your phone as well if that's something that you want to do. Another app that I love is Canva. And this is an app just for like making graphics. So if you are making graphics for social media or anything else, Canva can be a great thing to have on your phone. So you can quickly do it on your phone if you don't have your computer around or if you just want to do it on your phone. So let's open up the Canva app. All right, when you open up the Canva app, you will see a section where you can create designs, you can look at different templates, all that kind of stuff. And then if you click the button on the bottom right, you can see all of your designs. And so if you're like me and you have like an Instagram template, you can go ahead and copy that and make another graphic if you need a graphic real quick. You can make different things. I have reports for my Pinterest clients. I have my media kit, different logos and just Pinterest stuff. It's a great way to design graphics on the go if you need to do that. My two favorite productivity apps are Trello and Asana. I used Trello for a really long time. I love the way the boards work and all of that, but it got to the point where it was a little bit overwhelming and I'm trying to transition over to Asana. But if you are looking for a productivity app, I definitely recommend checking out Trello or Asana. I think it works differently to different people. I think personally that Trello is easier to use unless you have a lot of workflows that you need to work with and a lot of things that kind of interact with each other. If that's the case, then I would work with Asana. Like for example, on Trello, I have a board for this YouTube channel, so I can list my ideas for videos, which videos I'm planning out, just different things I need to manage on YouTube, just all my different lists and stuff and things I need to keep track of, I can keep track of in Trello in different boards. Asana works similarly, but there are just more features and there are easier ways for everything to interact, so it's a little easier to kind of connect all of your different tasks together. But it's a little more complicated in my opinion. So if you're new to productivity apps, I recommend trying Trello. And then the last thing I'm going to recommend is a meditation app of some sort. And you might be rolling your eyes right now, but I swear, if I just take 5 or 10 minutes to meditate in the morning before everybody gets up, my day goes so much smoother. I'm so much less stressed out and frustrated. So I like the apps Headspace and Oak. I think that they are both great apps for meditating, and honestly, just start with 5 minutes try it for a week and see how it goes. It's not as hard as it sounds, and it actually does make a pretty big difference in my stress levels, my sleep, and just how I can react to things throughout the day. I'm less kind of like snappy and I'm less frustrated. I'm just much less overwhelmed and easier going if I have been meditating regularly, which is not something that I would ever guessed that I would say. So those are my favorite apps as an entrepreneur. I would love to hear your favorite apps below if you have any that you recommend. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will link to everything that I mentioned down below so you can check it out. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me about entrepreneurship, working from home, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.